I lost myself in that relationship, my identity, and being a wife, being a mom, being a military spouse. My heart was broken, even though I knew years before then it was time to go. So I know God mended my heart. You go through this season of shedding what no longer belongs to you. You come to discover who you are, who you were all along. I was a girl who didn't grow up with her father, so I got severe daddy issues. So now this season that I'm in of loving on me and loving me for me is literally me learning how to... Oh my God! So my conversation in the restaurant was essentially talking about how this season that I'm in, my singlehood, singleness, I haven't exactly figured out how I want to coin exactly how I'm going to say it, but you know, it could be uncomfortable at times, but overall I am learning to enjoy it more. It took some time. It was definitely a transition. I enjoy it more now than I did at first because, again, I was in a marriage and a relationship for 20 years of my life, starting at the age of 15, so you can do the math. And so with that 20-year relationship, I was about to say entanglement. At times it was an entanglement, but it was a 20-year relationship. However many years of that was actually married. 2006? Yeah, 2006. Is my mathing? I want to say 2006 we got married. Yeah, so we got married in 2006. So, anyways, it was all of my 20s, okay? Half of my teens, all of my 20s, and a portion of my 30s, the early 30s. So 20 years of my life was dedicated to that one man, that one relationship. Our entire life was completely interconnected, and I lost myself in that relationship, my identity, and being a wife, being a mom, being a military spouse. And so when you go from being married in long-term relationships and then getting divorced and starting over, you go through this season of shedding what no longer belongs to you, shedding identities and interests and all the things that never really did belong to you. It's just things that you picked up along the way because you were in that relationship, in that marriage. And you come to discover who you are, who you were all along, but it got covered up by everything that was brought on from your spouse, you know, and being a mom. So that's been the biggest transition, like healing from that, releasing what no longer serves me, identities that are not my true identity. Is just when you're in a relationship, you make a lot of compromises. And so now I get to really unapologetically say, yes, I like this. No, I don't like that. And be okay with my yes and be okay with my no. Because it's, for me, it's based on what I want, not what somebody else want, and not what I believe I need to be for somebody else and to get somebody else's approval and get somebody else to love me, right? So now this season that I'm in of loving on me and loving me for me is literally me learning how to be with myself, love myself as is, in this body, in this stage, this size, this texture of hair, like all the things, like what in every stage that I'm in, loving me for me, not loving me once I become the ideal version of myself, loving me for me. Because when you are able to love you for you, you will attract those who will love you for you. Okay? You will attract those who love you for you, not what you can do for them, who you will convert yourself into to get their approval. Like you spending time with yourself in your singleness season, your singlehood season, is so vital for your well-being. And when you love on yourself and you learn who you are unapologetically and you walk in that every day of your life, you will attract authentic people. Like, you are authentic, you will attract authentic people. Because your person, your people, they will align with you. Their energy will draw into your energy. And if it doesn't align, they'll flee, right? I will say. Okay, we know the energy vampires and all that other kind of stuff. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about like romantic relationships specifically. Some people might be drawn to your light. I often talk about this with my kids because they got similar hearts like mine, and we love hard. We're super committed people, but that's all about discernment. That's a different story for another time. But essentially with this one, this is all about like learning who you are in this season, in your singing this season, in your identity, and walking in that every day and being unapologetically you, and you will attract your equal, right? So whatever stage, at the stage that I was when I was younger, I attracted my equal. And then, I outgrew our situation, our relationship, things changed. I pivoted. I did a pivot. Not like a intentional pivot, it was just I started going towards what aligned with me and what spoke true to my soul, what lit me up from the inside out, so you just go in that direction, and what doesn't belong to you will remove itself from you. I have learned that after however many years. I used to be so heartbroken, with the feeling of rejection and all of that. And what I have come to understand with my relationship with God in your singleness season, that's really a great time to deepen into your relationship with God. And what I am coming to understand and learn and love in a sorts because of OCD associated with that. But I am coming to learn and understand and learn and love the concept that God can do his best work when we're not encumbered with other people, not entangled with other people and so consumed by other people, because as y'all know, when we're in relationships, we can kind of put people in God's place. And so that's just real. And, love is great. Love is beauty. Love is everything. But we often forget to make room for God, our creator, when we are in relationships, because we get so obsessed with them up front. So it's a scripture. It's God draws near to the brokenhearted. I think that's how it goes. And I know for me, with everything that happened, how everything in my marriage ended in a very dramatic way, my heart was broken, even though I knew years before then it was time to go. And so I know God mended my heart. He helped me get back to the real me and helped me release the me I became to be loved and accepted in that marriage. So I literally became something unrecognizable to my true self, who I was created to be, to satisfy, to convince, to be accepted, to be loved, to be included, to be chosen. And in my relationship with God, during my singlehood and singleness season, he has been showing me over and over again that I don't have to do anything to be chosen. I don't have to do anything to be accepted. He already chose me. He already accepts me. I don't have to do anything to be loved. I don't have to do anything to be chased after. He has taught me, and I'm still learning and accepting this, because throughout my life I've had the wrong viewpoint of what it takes to be in a relationship, and it was You got to do your version of becoming something to be accepted. You got to do a bit of chasing. You got to play the game and do the convincing and do what you need to do to stand out amongst the crowd so you can be selected and picked and, you know, all of that kind of stuff. And that's all a lie. It's all a lie. And it's such freedom that comes with the understanding of and the acceptance of that knowing that God speaks very clearly about in his word. In his word. So it's nothing that I'm making up. It's just what I came to learn through my own encounter with God, and the scripture supported it. The scripture supported it. But God chases after us. He chases after us. You don't have to chase after God. But because you go through that, you want to, right? Because when you realize how much you're loved, you're chosen, you know, you're sought after, you're adored. I mean, to be adored. I was a girl who didn't grow up with her father. So I got severe daddy issues. So much so, I seen God through the lens of the lens that I seen male figures, because I didn't grow up with a father. And a lot of girls didn't grow up with a dad. And if they did, they may not have grown up with a dad who have godlike qualities. And so in my singlehood season, what God has been doing is helping me shift my understanding of healthy and unhealthy, functional and dysfunctional parental figures and male figures in my life, and the role that men are actually supposed to play in my life, and the role that I'm supposed to play in men's life, you know, in that type of relationship. Romantic, sibling, parental, you know, mother-son. I have my oldest is a boy. So he's been showing me and correcting my viewpoint. He's been correcting my perspective, correcting my outlook, my understanding, and my expectations of what a male figure is supposed to be in a girl's life, in a woman's life, in a wife's life. And so now, because I've spent quality time with God in my singlehood season, and I will say it's getting more and more, you know, free. I'm getting more and more free in that because, as I mentioned, I got OCD. And with OCD, religious scrupulosity OCD, extremely terrified of God. And I wasn't always. It was as a result of the trauma that I experienced in 2021. And so it really shifted. It shifted my lens, my viewpoint, my perspective of God. And I was running and I was terrified. And when I tell you, he left the 99 and chased after me to remind me and to let me know and to pour into me and to inform me that you don't have to be afraid of me. I love you. I have loved you from the beginning of time. I love you before your mother and your father ever knew you. I've sought after you. I've chased after you. I created you. I love you. I am the ultimate father. And God, oh my God. Yay! So beautiful. Yay! So beautiful. I wish I'd known you was about to do that. I would have recorded the whole thing for you. So beautiful. Oh my goodness, that was just so beautiful. Right on time. Right on time. Literally talking to y'all, and I see this beautiful woman get engaged too. It's just so beautiful. I truly love love. And I'm a hopeless romantic, y'all. I'm a hopeless romantic. So that right for me is just like, what's this on my shirt? That for me is just like, I love that for them, and I love that for me, because it's going to happen again, okay? I already know it. But that's so beautiful. I so love that for them. Aww. I'm going to insert the clip, y'all. It was so beautiful. It was so pretty. It was so unexpected. And he just I'm like, what is he doing? I see him get down on one knee, and I'm just like, oh. I so love love. I so love love, y'all. I love love. That's also why I stayed in that marriage for 20 years, because I love love, and I did everything to make that thing work. I truly have a lover's heart. I love love. I truly do. Disney movies is real life for me, okay? All of rom-com. I'm about to go home and watch a lot of rom-coms, y'all. Love rom-coms. Love all the heart stuff. I love origin stories and seeing how people were best friends and ended up with other people and then came to find out that they were meant to be all along. I love love. Love love. Anyways, so that was a special moment. That was a special moment. I absolutely love that for them. It was so pretty, and he did it right here at the end of the walkway that I just walked through, and it is just like the perfect space to do that. And I wish more people was out here. I was loud enough for enough of us, okay? So I sent them the clip. It was 44 seconds, and this is why, people are like, why you always taking? Because it's special moments. I capture moments. I love memories. I love moments. It's just beautiful to look back on. So, anywho's, okay. What was I saying? Oh, so God, you want me to take? Oh, it looked like they wanted a picture. What was I going to say? I was saying that. Do you want me to take a picture of you all? Yeah. Okay. Got some pictures. I don't know what the heck. I don't know. It's bothering me, as y'all can see. I love capturing moments, y'all. I just got somebody else was taking some pictures and I offered to take pictures for them. I love capturing moments. But yeah, so that's what I have come to learn during my singleness season, that God will use that time to show you, basically, your real you, the true you. He will shed what doesn't belong to you. He will reveal you to yourself, your real self, the real you inside after all that doesn't belong to you is shed. He will heal the things in you that you didn't even know were broken, that caused you to say yes to things you should have said no to, that had you land in situations that were not good for your health, your well-being. He will help you to start to prioritize yourself and learn to love yourself and see yourself the way he sees and loves you and adores you and cherishes you. And he will be your biggest cheerleader, your biggest supporter. Everything that you have experienced, like hearing that you're not good with money and you wouldn't have this if it was not for me, and nobody will want you, and all of that kind of stuff. However you have been spoken to in past relationships, God will heal all of that. He will remove it all. I am a living witness for that. And he will let you know where all of it stemmed from, the root cause of all of it, and to show you the truth in all the lies that you believed, and all the identities you picked up that don't belong to you. So that's essentially the journey. To sum it up, that's the journey that I've been on, the experience that I have lived through over these past, how many years? I think I've been divorced now for 2 years. I think it's been 2 years, y'all. I feel like it's been 2 years. And it was the best decision I made for my own self-health and well-being and my livelihood and my quality of life and my mental state. It was the best thing that I could have made. Now, going through the healing process, no joke. Because I had other things happening outside of the divorce that impacted my healing progress, like recovering from PTSD, OCD, perimenopause, right? It's been a whole situation. But the beauty in the healing process is I have come out on the other side seeing me for me and loving me for me. And listen, y'all know last year we were saying, be prepared to be sick of me, or maybe it was the year before. And did, and my family was, and is, and I don't care. Because I've been telling them for, since I was 37, 38, so about 2-3 years. When I turned 40, I used to be like, you're going to have to catch me in these streets. I stopped saying that. You're going to have to catch me in these international waters, okay? And I'm just going for it. Like, whatever it is, like life, I used to tell my staff that, and I tell my new colleagues this, and my family, life is too long and too short to be miserable. It's too long and too short to be miserable. So staying in a relationship just for the sake of saying that you are in a relationship, staying in a marriage that's not healthy, that's not feeding you, that's harming you, that's tearing you down, that's destroying you from the inside out, that's not what God wants for you. Just to say that you have a husband, just to say that you are married, that you've survived through it all, that ain't God, y'all. That ain't God. That's culture. That's culture. God don't call us to be beat down and to be martyrs. That's not God, y'all. That's culture. Those are cultural expectations. Those are cultural teachings. Those are cultural ideologies. That's not what it is to be in a relationship with God. What I have come out understanding is, if God don't speak to me like that, I will never again let anybody else speak to me like that, including myself. If God don't treat me like that, I will never ever again let anybody else treat me like that. If God doesn't view me like that, I will never ever again allow anybody else, or, well, you can't control how other people see you, but you control how you see yourself.
Thank you very much.
You're very welcome.
She watched it, so.
Oh, did you like it? Yeah. Do y'all want me to take any pictures of y'all right here? It's pretty.
Sure, that'd be cool.
Yeah. All right. So the couple that just got engaged, they walked back over and I took pictures of them. Their first engagement photos. That was pretty cool. I'm a part of their memory. I like it. I like it a lot. So yeah, y'all, that is essentially my takeaway in my singlehood season. Now it's, I'm still in it. But I am now ready to move forward because, y'all, it's been a while. Well before my divorce, I was single. So I think it's been like 4 years since 2021. So whatever that math is, going into the fifth year. So at least 4.5 years officially. And 2 years actually divorced. So it's been a heck of a journey. I'll share more over time, but just on this day, I wanted to share this message of what it is to love on you, to love you for you, as is, unapologetically, without changing anything, because God loves you unconditionally. So learn in your single season, invite God in. When you're ready, God is there always, but He's always there with open arms, and He's chasing after you. What I have learned is such a beautiful term. I learned from my pastor a long time ago, and I love this concept, and I've come to learn that it's true. God is not this big, mean God that we were taught to fear. We reverence God. We have a healthy respect and fear for God, but not like, oh, He's going to demolish us, you know what I'm saying, and make us extinct. Not like that. That's not the God that we actually serve. And He's healed that viewpoint that I've had of Him based off of cultural teachings, religious teachings, all false teachings, all false doctrines. Is what people teach through their lens, through their perspective of Scripture, but not the real God, right? You learn the real God through your encounter with God and through healthy dynamics, healthy teachings, those that really, really understand the nuances within the Word, and they have done their due diligence. You know what I'm saying? So you got to learn that for yourself. But what I've come to know is that's not God. That fear mongering stuff that we were taught when we were growing up, that's not God. And that's why a lot of people don't run to the very help that they need. And they don't see God as our good Father. Abba. Abba stands for Father, good Father. So He's a good God, a good Father. And He's the best friend that you will ever get. He's the biggest confidant you will ever get. He's your number one cheerleader, your number one supporter, your number one investor. He is the one that seeks after us. And He heals the brokenhearted. He don't cause the broken hearts. He heals the brokenhearted. He sees everything that happened. He knows what got you to where you are. He knows why your heart is hardened. He knows why you have barriers up and why you hate, men or women, and you don't want to be bothered with humans. And he knows what caused the wounds, right? Unhealed humans cause those wounds, and other humans, whoever did it to you, whether it's, parents or whatever. So he knows what caused it. He knows the root cause. In our singlehood season, what he wants us to do is to allow him to get in those spaces that are unhealed, that are hurt, that are confused, lost, scared, uncertain, hopeless. He wants to get in there and help heal all of that. I know it's tough, and it can be daunting. It's like, but why me? And because I've definitely cried. Like, I don't deserve that. I did everything I was supposed to do. I gave up everything I was supposed to give up. I did everything, I changed everything. I was everything who I need. I was everything that I needed to be, and it still didn't work. But it was because it was not meant to be. It was there for a season. It was there for a period of time, but that wasn't the real me. I am becoming. I am more like the real me. I'm learning to be it truly unapologetically. He's still shedding some layers, still healing some spaces where the insecurity is as a result of unhealed humans casting their ideologies on me and me taking it on as my truth. Like he's still healing those spaces, but for the most part, I am me. And I am loving her because her is her. She is me and we are we. And I am that girl, has always been that girl. I just didn't know it. I just didn't believe it. Now in my 20s, I believed a little bit more, but it was still a lot of insecurity there, right? Because it was unhealed places and spaces in my ideology of myself, like in my identity, I should say, in my identity. And so now that I know who my father is and how he sees me and how much he loves me and adores me, that's the best part. Not growing up with a dad, knowing that the ultimate father, the father of all fathers, the one that can do no wrong, the perfect father, he adores me as is, my imperfect self. Okay? Ratchet sometimes. Ratchet sometimes, regal other times, extra other times, super strict other times. All the multifaceted versions of me. He loved me for me as is. And I'm enough. And I don't have to do anything to gain his love. And that's the beauty. My son often reminds me of that. And I love my son's heart and his understanding of the word. He often reminds me of that. You don't have to do anything. There are no works that you can do to make God, to get God to love you anymore. So essentially, y'all, in y'all singlehood season, in y'all singleness season, lean into that discomfort that you have. Lean into God and express it. The best part that I've been learning about God is that, outside of the other stuff that I mentioned, is that he can handle our truth. He can handle our frustration. He can, like, we ain't cussing him out, but we're just frustrated, and we might even cuss about the situation. You know what I'm saying? I have. But upset about the situation, upset about where our life is, upset about our circumstances and our current outlook, and how could you, and how could he, and how could they, and he can handle that, right? He can handle it. And I learned that in the Bible. It's a lot of people, it's called lamenting, y'all. It's called lamenting. It's a lot of people that lamented, okay? And apparently it's I haven't read it yet, but it's a whole book called Lamentations. Lamentations, I think that's how you say it, Lamentations. And it's all about lamenting, okay? And God still steps in like, I know. And you're right, you didn't deserve that. You're right, you didn't deserve that. I know. But come here. I got something more for you on the other side of this. That's the best part. That's the best part. That gets me so stoked, y'all. Because all the hell I've been through, I want what's on the other side of that thing. And I'm already seeing glimpses of it, y'all. I'm already seeing glimpses of it because I'm walking in it. I'm walking in my future now, in my present. I'm seeing glimpses of it, and it's a beautiful thing. And so I'm just excited of where God about to take me. And I told my mother, I said, I don't believe in putting limitations on myself. And I definitely don't believe in putting limitations on God, right? So wherever God won't take me, I'm going. however he gonna make this thing work out, I'm going. Okay? Because I know Jeremiah 29:11, for the plans he has for me is meant to prosper me. They're not meant to harm me. They're meant to prosper me. For I know the plans I have for you, and they are meant to prosper you, not to harm you. Okay? So because I know that to be true, okay, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Y'all ever seen, and here's what I leave y'all with. And I'll find the little picture of the clip and I'll put it at the end of the video, and maybe at the beginning of the video too, because it's the essence of this conversation. We hold on to things that God is trying to release out of our life because he has much greater things just waiting for us, available to us, that he wants to reveal to us if we just release what no longer serves us. And it's not easy. It's not easy, but it's necessary if you want to get all the beauty and amazing things that God has for you. So, the clip, the picture, the graphic I'm referring to is of the image where you see a little girl with her teddy bear, and she's clenched onto that teddy bear. She's holding onto that teddy bear. And you see Jesus on one bended knee. Okay? And I love the depiction of him being on one bended knee because of the message, the imagery that we see as women and men who desire to be married. You see that as what? As a proposal. So you can see this, so good, God, I'm receiving it. You can see that graphic as God's proposal to you. In your singleness season, this graphic is showing God on one bended knee proposing a bigger reality, a bigger future, a better reality, a better future for yourself than you could ever imagine. But we often hold on to these smaller dreams, these things that no longer serve us because it's all we've known. It's all we've known. And we are comfortable and we feel safe. Even if we are in dysfunction, we've learned to function in dysfunction. Look at that little baby. I'm trying to cover up his face because I don't want him in the video. I don't want him in the video. But even though, I'm going to turn this way because I don't want him in the video. His little face. Thea, she can't see all the things he has for her and how she wants to hold on to this little teddy bear that has worn its welcome. Pray, okay? Worn its welcome. It's probably missing an eyeball. It done got some odors. It don't serve her no more. She's outgrown that thing. That was in the older season when she was a young girl who didn't value herself, who had insecurities. Thank you, God. I'm receiving that. Who just she didn't know who she was. And God has this bigger teddy bear behind him as a depiction and an indicator to us and a symbol that I got so much more for you on the other side when you let them go. When you let him go, when you let her go, when you let them go, when you let that time go. Because let me tell you something, I leaned on them Facebook members for so long. That's why I take so many pictures and stuff. But it kept me stuck in that time period. And he had to heal that over time. So that understanding and that dependence that you have on that season in your life and your understanding of what you could have is limited. It's limited. So in this singlehood season, in this singleness season of ours, y'all, because I'm in it too, but I'm gonna live this thing well, okay? I'm gonna live it well, and I'm gonna take y'all along with me. I already started. I went on my first solo trip last year. I'm gonna do more, and I'm just gonna live this life of mine. But in this season that we're in, y'all, we can uplift one another together. We can speak life into one another, and we can encourage one another because God is going to do beautiful things in this season to prepare us for what he has for us next. And it's bigger than a relationship. The relationship is just an added asset. But if your relationship is a liability, child, God gonna remove that thing because his plan is always going to be a priority. Okay, what God has for you is for you. And what's not for you, he will remove that thing. I'm a living witness of that. It doesn't matter if it's a romantic relationship, if it's a friendship, if it's a familial relationship, if it's a professional relationship. If it is anything that is blocking God's will for your life and your ability to lock in with his will over your life, it will get removed. And it's not because you are being punished. It's because he's trying to remove that, protect you, and prepare you so he can propel you. Hello? That's exactly what I tell my kids a parent's job is. It is to protect you, to prepare you, and to propel you. Okay? And so he definitely protected me. And he protected me. He removed people. He removed me. And that was a tough season, tough transition. But in that singlehood, in this singleness season, he had been preparing me. And I am starting to see how it's all coming together. So now I understand. Now I understand, God. And I've said it. I understand. I see it. I get it. I get it. And I'm grateful now. But I wasn't then. Life was all in disarray. So I just wanted to come share this with y'all. And I hope it helps y'all, because it helped me so much. It helped free me so much, y'all. And it helped me to heal my heart and the anger that was within my heart. Because 20 years is a long time giving yourself to somebody, right? And it's like all that time I wasted. All that time I wasted, and God helped me to see that it's never wasted. It's never wasted. My mom, she says it's something. She's a reverend. I forgot exactly how she said it, but it's a scripture somewhere. But God is a redeemer of time. He's a redeemer. He will redeem all the time lost. He will restore all the time lost. And I've been hearing this a lot, but what I was regretting, losing 20 years, so I thought, what I have come to understand is that he will restore it in a fraction of the time it took for me to destroy it. Oh, that's a word. He will restore it in a fraction of the time that it took for me to destroy it. And I didn't destroy it, right? But, just a little dramatization. But, even if you did the worst of the worst, man, God can restore it. So it doesn't matter how long you were in that relationship. Like, we value it as humans, but God's time is way outside of our time. He's a big God with no limitations. So don't limit yourself. And oh my goodness, so pretty over here. I'm about to close this out so I can get this image of this beauty that I'm seeing in front of me, and I want y'all to see it too. Don't limit yourself. Don't limit what God can do. Don't despise this singleness season. Allow it to be a beautiful opportunity for you to deepen your relationship with God so he can reveal the real you to you. And allow this season to be a time where you can learn to love on you, the real you, unapologetically. So when it is time for you to step into your next season, the real you will attract your equals, personal, professional, all the different relationships. He'll bring you people on your level, people who can handle the real you, where you don't have to shrink and you never again have to conform to be loved and accepted, because you realize that if they can't love me the way God loved me, I don't want them. If they can't speak to me and adore me and treat me the way God treats me, I don't want them. And that has been my prayer. That's what I've said. So I'm okay, because I've been through enough. So now I just want the good stuff, okay? I've been through enough, and now I want the good stuff. That is good to my soul. That is good to my soul, y'all. Okay, I gotta go. I hope y'all had a wonderful Valentine's Day. This is for everybody who have given up on love. Their heart has been hardened. They're tired of being in their singlehood season. They don't understand why this is happening to them, why they've been in it so long, what's the purpose. Get out of it what you need to get out of it while you in this season, boo. Because it's for you. It's actually doing you a favor. It's not for God, it's for you. Okay? He is doing you a favor. It's for protection. It's for preparation. And in time, he'll propel you. Get that. Get that. Because I'm getting it. And come along this journey with me, y'all, because it's a good time. we can have a great time. This life is ours. We can make it anything we want, right? Let's get it. Let's align. Let's align with what God has for us and do all the things. Do all the things. What is truly in us, what God created us to be. Okay. I gotta go. Have an amazing evening. It is now 6:13, y'all. I am about to get me a nice snack to do somewhere. I know they got some good snacks here. I'm gonna get me grown woman luxurious snacks. My shoulders, y'all, because I've been leaning in talking for a while. I'm gonna get me a nice luxurious snack, some chocolate. It's cold, but I still might get me some ice cream. And I'm about to go home and watch some amazing rom-coms because I love love and I love to laugh. So put them two together, it's a good time for me. All right. Until next time, y'all, take care of you in this season. You deserve it. You're worth it. You're worth it. You're worthy and you're worth it. Okay? From me to you, love on you. Continue to do what you need to do to live well long. And when you love on you, you will inevitably live well long. Okay? All right. Until next time. Bye. He's so pretty. I absolutely love it. Still Christmas time. Christmas time. I love Christmas. So pretty.